What's up, everyone? Vincent J. Town here from Krazy Strain. And today, we're going to be talking with the homie, the highest host himself, Adam Mill. Adam, how you doing today?
Yeah. Chilling, getting high as fuck.
Fuck yeah, man. What are you smoking on today?
Right now I just rolled up some lit ills, dude. I just rolled up my lit ills. It's that blend. It's the blend from 3C Farms. I got indicas and sativas. Just out here enjoying my products.
Hell yeah, man.
Look,
I've
it's right here.
It's right littles all over fucking IG and stuff. We haven't got them out here in AZ just yet. At least anywhere that I know. Not yet. But dude, the packaging on those is fucking dope too. Ooh. I absolutely love it.
No, I've heard of these. I don't think I've seen these yet.
They're just in California right now, dude.
Okay.
They're just in Cali, but hopefully we can start crossing state lines eventually.
Oh, for sure, man. AZ just legalized finally out here too for recreational.
Make it rain.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Making a shower.
You're living my dreams right now, man. Living my dreams. Do you want any of this?
Yeah, of course.
It's awesome. It's like a stoner boner moment. You know what I'm saying? People get like bucket list moments. My stoner boner moments are like things I thought about doing when I was like, 14, 15, 16 years old, smoking weed. Like, having your strain named after you, smoking with famous people, going to a weed cup, winning awards for weed. So like having my own strain with my face on it and having it legal too is just mind blowing. It's fucking amazing. Because I'm just a regular dude from the valley who gets high. You know what I'm saying? So it's fucking cool to have this shit happen.
Dude, exactly. So going off of that though, fucking just all the things that you've been able to do, like just because of the cannabis industry and just because of cannabis in general, what would you say is like one of the craziest things that you've been able to do, or like one of the craziest opportunities that you've had strictly because of cannabis?
Ooh, dude, coming in with some good questions already, baby. Well, like I love that I meet so many different people around the world because of cannabis, and like this plant just brings so many demographics together. Like you could have everything can be different, but you guys both consume cannabis and it'll bring y'all together. Right. So having that connection with the world on cannabis and being able to travel, get paid to travel to different countries to smoke weed and to judge competitions, I think has been like I would have never thought that would happen, and here I am getting paid to smoke weed and travel the world. Like, come on, I can't complain about that. That's regardless of which celebrities I smoke with, which strains I smoke with, just being able to connect with people around the world and smoking their weed and just getting paid for it, bro. Come on. What? What are we really talking about here?
Exactly, man. But yeah, I feel it for sure. Like the cannabis community definitely has like a different vibe than like any other community, for sure.
You guys are sideways on IG, just so you know. But it's all right.
We're sideways.
There we go.
Ooh, there we go.
It's all good. It's the long ways. No worries.
Appreciate you.
So one thing I definitely want to ask you about, because I've been watching some of your videos and all that, is your first tattoo. Inside of your lip. What made you do that? Because I mean, I have a few tattoos myself. I enjoy them. I just knocked the phone down.
No, you good.
So I've never thought of getting something there. So for your first one to be there, what was the driving force to make that decision?
Well, the first thing was I wanted it to be hidden. So people I got like some finger tats now, and I got other tattoos, like I got some things, but I just didn't want it to be blatant. And, I want it to be something that if you fuck with me and you know who I am, then you know about that tattoo. And I talk a lot. I get paid for, talking and smoking, and, my voice is annoying and loud and obnoxious. And if you've been to an event, you've probably seen me, and you've probably heard me say what like 1,000 times in an hour. So I just wanted to symbolize that moment in my life of a catchphrase that I had that fucking went international and just put it forever. And lip tattoos don't stay good forever. I got to keep getting it touched up. Right now, it's a little fucked up. I got to get it fixed. But, just having a catchphrase that people say when they see me just made me want to let's run it. And, I didn't want it to be so obvious. Just like, look at my tattoo, bro.
Yeah, I mean, my first one was on my arm, where everybody could see it at the age of 17. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got my first piece at like 15, banged out my whole chest. Tried
Yeah.
to just not wear it. I was just like, I'm just gonna rock shirts all the time. Nobody will fucking
yeah.
notice. People notice.
Now I got like, little finger tats and shit, like just showing shit off. And I be rolling a lot, so they be showing whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Hell yeah.
Tattoos are cute. I'm just playing.
They're super cute. They
So,
tickle too.
yeah. So I know
Well,
that you
it
have
depends
like
where you get them.
What was that?
I said it depends where you get them for them to tickle. You know what I'm saying?
True, true.
Some of them might be just. Sometimes they get irritating. You're like, bro, all right, enough, dog. I'm
Mm.
annoyed. Like, stop.
I feel like the worst part is just the itch, bro. The itch, like, as
I was about to say the itch, dude.
dude, fucking worst. But yeah, dude. So you have like tons of different like collabs and stuff that you've done, like different weed tubers and stuff that you've worked with, like different brands that you've collabed with. What would you say is probably one of your favorite collabs that you've done so far?
Man, all of them are amazing, dude. Any time I get to collab with someone is fucking amazing, and I'm so appreciative and honored that people want to do it. But I mean, the last year I've had amazing collabs with like the Carta, with my CBD body line, with
Right.
3C and the Lit Ills. I mean, everyone's familiar with the award-winning LOG I have with LA
Yep,
Kush.
yep.
I mean, they're all amazing, dude. I think, fuck, dude. You say what? I think, the CBD line that I had, because everyone's been hitting me up to create CBD, and that's just been going around forever. And,
Right.
there's a lot of bullshit out there. But I think me like creating the fragrance and the formulas for like my deodorant and my body wash and my body lotion and collabing with an award-winning CBD brand. They've won over a dozen awards, and she's like a second generation grower. Like she's like her family's in it. You know what I'm saying? Having that honey pot collab with the CBD products, I think is fucking really cool. But I love my Carta. I mean, I can't be mad at my portable e-rig that I had that's out there. I mean, that one's amazing as well, dude. Like seeing people smoke out of my rig, that's just fucking awesome, bro.
Right? Just fucking people
It's
walking
awesome.
around with your face on it.
Yeah, and also like all the weed collabs I do. Like what? I'm a weed smoker, so having like my face on weed strains, like come on, dude. Like
I feel
let's
like that's just
go.
been every fucking stoner's dream too, since like high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dude, I want to have my own strain one day.
Grow my own weed.
Like
you could do it now.
Stoner boner moment, 100%.
Shit, we're working on that ourselves someday.
So, I did have a question. I've been seeing a lot of shit going around about like the Delta 8 THC. Have you seen that?
I've seen it. I don't really fuck with it.
I was gonna say, I feel like it just sounds sus as fuck. It's like it's THC, gets you high, but it's still legal in all 50 states.
Look, whatever they want to do, whatever people want to consume, like I'm not mad at you as long as you ain't hurting everybody else or hurting yourself. Exactly. But like, look, the more knowledge and the more education we get about cannabis and hemp and the whole plant, because it's just been frowned upon this whole time and no one's really had any research. But the more we study it and the more it gets accepted, the more we're going to find out about this plant. There's going to be more chemical compounds we're going to find. There's going to be more fucking variations of this plant that we're going to be able to consume. And maybe, they're going to find the perfect strain for you. Maybe there'll be, less head high, more body high. Maybe they'll figure out what causes the paranoia. They'll figure out what causes the munchies. They'll figure out what causes, like, which one of these terpenes go with which fucking, CBD variation. So I'm sure the more money and the more studying we put in this plant, there's gonna be a whole bunch of other variations of cannabis. But with me, I love my THC. I love my terpenes. As long as it tastes good and it gets me high, I'm with it, baby. And it could be a fucking 20%. It could be a 30%. It could be a 80%. I don't give a fuck. I don't look at THC percentage. I look at what I like. And that's what it is, baby.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Because you see a lot of people too.
Yeah.
They just I only smoke 30%.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
because I've
cool. Can get you just as high.
Cool.
No joke.
Sometimes that 30% don't even taste good, dude.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's just
It's not cured
I
properly.
don't want that.
Yeah, I've gone to the dispo, gotten the fancy jars that they say is 25%, 28%, and all that stuff. Looks real pretty, paid the high dollar. And I've also gotten the cheaper stuff in the same hand, right? You know, same go. Go home, smoke a bowl each, and I swear to you, that cheaper stuff is hitting me harder, tasting better than the stuff I just paid $30 more for.
Exactly, dude. And that's why, like, with my product, the Lit Ills, as I just showered them all over me, dude. Like, these are basically, like, I'm a real smoker. I like to get good weed, but sometimes good weed's fucking expensive. Like, I'm not trying to spend $70 on an eighth, bro. Like, I appreciate you and your marketing, but like, I want to get high. So, like, with the Lit Ills, these are 7 grams, but they're smalls. They're the littles. They're not the big nugs. And I roll blunts. I break my weed up. I'm sure if you pack bowls, you break it up. You don't put big ass nugs in your shit. You break it up anyway. So these are smaller nugs, less stems. They usually test higher because there's less plant material. And you know, it's an affordable indoor blend of cannabis, dude. And that's what I look for. And when I go to stores, that's what I look for. Like, what's the best bang for my buck?
Exactly.
What can I buy that I'm gonna be happy with? I don't want to go home with a $70 eighth, smoke it, and then be disappointed and not be like, fuck, I fell for the hype.
Right. You roll up like fucking 3 blunts out of it, and you're just like, I don't even want to fucking smoke this anymore.
That one broke on Halloween.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and you just want to be honest. And then they'd be like, yo, how was it? I'd be like, I won't get it again. But I tried it.
So I know that you worked for CBS Radio previously before your cannabis, like before you came into the cannabis industry, right?
I mean, like, I've been smoking weed for over 20 years. So I was already consuming weed while I was working in radio.
Right.
But I wasn't involved in like the cannabis. I was just a dude who got high and hooked my friends up with weed. I didn't like, you know, understand and really dive into the whole culture until I left radio.
Right. So what was your experience like though, working for CBS? Like,
oh, it was, dude, I learned a lot. Like, right out of high school, I got a job working at like the #1 talk FM radio station. We had like Howard Stern on in the mornings. Adam Carolla came right after. We had Frosty, Heidi, and Frank, Tom Likas, Conway, and Whitman. Like, they were crazy shows. And I was just basically like the street team promotions. You know what I'm saying? I'd go out to the events. And I'd be that dude that's in the parking lot giving you stickers of your favorite radio station, or when they have events at bars. So I learned basically how you monetize radio. Basically, everything we have is basically a business. To TV, they want to create content, so the advertisers want their shit on there. That's why the Super Bowl, the most watched shit, the advertising money is so expensive. So in radio, you want to create content, so the advertisers want to advertise on your show. And being on the street team, going to the events, dealing directly with the customer, and then dealing directly with the salesperson of the radio station, I knew what they paid for. I know what they expect. I know what the deliverables are. So I learned basically how to monetize situations. And then I was in radio from 2001 till about 2009. And that's when I started my podcast called The Podcast.
Right.
And I basically took everything I learned in radio about monetizing and advertising and put it into the cannabis space, because there was nowhere any brand can market their product. They couldn't have billboards. They couldn't have motherfucking TV commercials. They couldn't be in magazines. So I created a platform that was direct to the consumer, and I would reach out to these brands, and then I started interviewing everybody: growers, extract artists, fucking people that have been in jail for weed, lawyers, politicians, doctors, your neighbor, the fucking dude at the grocery store that smokes weed. I just like started interviewing everybody, dude. And I just took what I got in radio and applied it to the podcast, and just grew from there, dude. No pun intended.
That's fucking awesome though, man. And see, that it's kind of dope too, because that's kind of similar to like how we started up. Because previous to all this shit, I was just smoking with my friends, and started when I was about 15, smoke at like band practice and shit. And then after I left the band and stuff, while I was in there, I was learning how to do like graphic design and shit, making t-shirts and stuff, so we didn't have to pay other people to be doing it. Learning how to like mix, master music and shit. So on the side, like I was doing that, putting out our own merch and shit like that. And then this music stuff, like I kind of took all the shit that I learned in that and kind of applied it towards the Krazy String brand because we've been helping one of our artists, Drew. He's a hip hop artist out here. Help him get his music promoted, like get him on different shows, get him booked for like he recently, not so much now just because of COVID and shit, but we had him out in Cali and shit doing shows and stuff. He was out here. One of the first shows we got him was with Jaron Benton, Ritz and Snow the Product.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, it was a fucking dope ass show. But yeah, like we pretty much just took all the things that we knew and like I was like, I know how to make shirts. I like making shirts. Like it's a creative outlet for me. And we just kind of started pushing it from there, you know?
So
And
that's
now we're kind of
basically
branching
it.
out into all those other things too. Like right now we're working more with like the music, working more with like the videos and shit.
Anything.
So you're going after your passion, and that's what I tell people. It's all about. I had a passion for cannabis, and I knew this at a young age, and I didn't know what I was gonna do with it. But I figured I'm gonna be involved. I'm not a grower. Shout out to all the growers out there. I appreciate y'all. I don't give a fuck if it's one plant or 1,000 plants, indoor, outdoor, a 10, a basement. I don't give a fuck because if you're growing, I appreciate you because I don't, but I smoke it. So thank y'all. So I like, I don't grow. I fucking, I didn't want to trap the whole time, and there was a space where there wasn't really like a cannabis personality, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't really someone hosting the culture, being like, we had like Snoop Dogg, you have Tommy Chong, you have Willie Nelson, but like, where's the regular ass people that just smoke weed and are in it, And I just started interviewing them and just being a part of that and just absorbing the whole culture because this is what I was passionate about. And, I'm fucking here, a professional smoker now because I get paid to smoke weed.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I guess that's what makes you a professional, right? If you get paid to do something, you're a professional.
Exactly. You getting paid, I consider that a professional.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I do have a question. I've heard you talk about the blunt rosin dabs.
Love it.
I gotta know, when did you start that, man? And like what gave you the idea,
Okay. So the very first time I did it, I had this, it was probably like 2015, 16. When were rosin presses first coming out? Like 14, 15? Yeah, I had a show.
All right.
Yeah, I had a show called Getting High With, and it was on a network. It was on Be Real TV. And I had these, I think the Rosin brothers come through, and I just wanted to do an episode on rosin because rosin was like, whatever was the hype. We were all dabbing. I'm a blunt smoker, but they had a fucking press. So I had them come through. They brought all this like full melt, like all of this flour and shit. And we were pressing and we were talking about rosin. And by the time the show was over, I had like 4 or 5 blunt roaches that were in the ashtray. I was like, yo, let me squish this. Let me see what happens if we squish. Because they were squishing flour. I was like, yo, if y'all squishing flour, like, let me just squish my fucking roaches. Right. So I took all my roaches and I put them in a parchment. And I squished it, and it fucking worked, dude. And it juiced the shitload. It was great content, and I had to dab it, and it was the worst tasting. It was actually, look, if you smoked pipes and you used to scrape your pipes to get resin balls and smoke those, like it was super nostalgic in that sense. And it was great, but it was gross because I was fucking basically dabbing reclaim. You know what? I was dabbing roaches. Right. I was dabbing fucking. I was dabbing resin. I made rosin at first, right? And I was like, yo, this is cool, whatever. But next time I do this, I'm gonna do it with a full blunt, without smoking it, without the roaches. I want to try it fresh as fuck. So my boys at Dab Nation, Rosin Tech, we were at an event and I fucking did it. I rolled up a blunt and I squished it. And the dabs that came out of it, the rosin came out, looked fucking amazing. It looked better than some people's flower rosin. And I dabbed it, and it was the best tasting dab I ever took. The entourage effect of the tobacco with the cannabis. And then like that nicotine little tobacco head rush you get from smoking tobacco in a concentrate mixed with cannabis was just like, now I know why everyone in the world smokes weed with tobacco except the United States, because they understand the fucking entourage of tobacco and cannabis. We're the only ones that don't do it. We're the only ones that don't use the metric system either.
I fucking feel it, bro.
So just doing it, and then like everyone's like, "Oh, that's gross, that's disgusting," and then they try it, and they're like, "Damn, that shit's fucking good, dude. That
I've
shit's
always
good."
loved
So
a good freaking blunt with like a good like swisher
Oh, for
or
sure.
backwoods. Oh,
no swishers. You use actual tobacco leaves. I use backwoods. I use brothers. You can use grabber leaves.
yeah, I've done Dutch
I use like
Brothers
no
and-
flavor. But we've been doing I've had people do it now and send me videos, and they're doing like vanilla backwoods with like some chem flavor, or they're using like, you know, rum. They're using like exotic flavors to make their backwood rosin, and it's coming out with different flavors. So
That's fucking.
it's experiment, dude. It's all
You
about
gotta
preference.
get
Do what you want to do, baby.
Fuck yeah, dude. We gotta try that shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm not opposed to it, you know? If you don't like it, you don't like it, but you gotta try it.
That's what I say, dude. You can't hate it until you try it for yourself, dude.
Oh, for sure.
How do you know you don't like it unless you've tried it? Do you like liver?
Nope.
I don't like liver, but I've tried liver to
Oh.
know I don't like liver.
Yeah,
I know people that love liver. I can't eat liver.
Yeah. That's how
I'm
my
not there
fiance
yet, bro.
is. She loves it. I can't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's like-
Ooh.
I feel like it's more so the consistency over anything else.
And look, I'm not gonna talk shit to you if you order liver or if you eat liver.
Yeah,
I'm just
I might a
gonna
little
eat it.
bit, no lie. I might a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. But like,
He's like, I'll try it again
I'll
to
still sit with
remind
you.
myself I don't like it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, when did you realize, like, at what point did you realize, like, oh shit, like, I can actually make a living off of just smoking weed and, like, promoting and, like, branding and shit like that?
I mean, it started when, like, basically when I left radio in 2000. I didn't really leave radio. They switched formats. They went from like a talk station to a top 40. And I was already like the like stoner personality of the station. I was that dude that
Right.
always got high and shit.
Mhm.
So their demographic went from like, you know, middle-aged males to 11-year-old females. So they're like, yo,
Right.
we like you, but we can't use you right now. So that's when I went into podcasting. And I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, dude. I was like turning in applications to stores. I was just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for work.
Right.
And you know, I just knew I was gonna do something with weed. And the podcasting started happening. I started building relationships with certain stores around me.
Oh yeah.
Started building brands. You know, I was a part of the Secret Sesh very early on. So I was
Right.
just figuring out how to monetize my passion, dude. Like, so I started telling advertisers, like I started making rates, you know, and social media was cool because people were paying me to post shit. So it was just working, and that's where collabing and networking happened, and just working with brands and helping them out. So I would say like 2010, 11, it was just basically I'm just doing cannabis shit, dude.
Fuck yeah. So yeah, I know you've been doing like a lot of Twitch and stuff too. So tell me a little bit more about like all the things that you do on there, because I know there's a couple different things that you do on Twitch, right?
Well, we on Twitch right now, baby. We streaming it. I just
Oh,
wish I
yeah.
could show them the fucking Zoom call, but they got the IG view, but it's cool. Twitch is just, you know, I've been having a lot of issues on social media with my pages. I've been deleted
Right,
many
I've seen.
times. My YouTube, my fucking IG, the everything, bro. So people have been telling me about Twitch for a little while. Like, I think since like 2017, 18, I had one of my boys was like, yo, get on Twitch. And I was just so busy with everything else.
Right.
And then when the quarantine happened, dude, when we all got locked down, I was like, fuck it, let me hop on Twitch. I started watching some people stream. I started getting familiar. So I started streaming, dude. And I've been loving it. I love the long form content. I love how it's so engaging, how we could watch things together. We could talk about things. I could pull them up on screen. I love how interactive we can be and how personalized you can make shit. Now I have certain shows I do on Twitch, like today, Mondays, I do Misters and Marys with my co-host Laganja Stranja,
Okay.
where we
hell yeah.
basically just bring like the queer community and the cannabis community together, and we just talk about a whole bunch of shit. We have different segments. I do Sunday service sesh at Temp Ill on Sundays, where we basically just, you know, watch conspiracies and aliens and spiritual shit and science and just figure out who we are and why we're here and what the fuck we're doing. And I do Twitch Squares on Saturday, which is basically like Hollywood Squares.
Okay.
It's like tic-tac-toe with like questions. and I'm basically there every Saturday. And we just vibe out, dude. We watch it, we smoke weed. I fucking do a bunch of unboxings. I do some giveaways. We out here, baby. Highest host on Twitch. Shameless plug alert.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, plug away, man. Freaking, I'm a big conspiracy guy myself, so I'm definitely gonna be tuning in on Sundays from now on.
Dude.
I'm gonna be a regular on there.
Hell yeah.
Last night we did a lot of Disney conspiracies, though. We were watching a lot of the Walt Disney crazy ways and all the subliminal messages in the movies, and it was crazy.
The hidden stuff.
I ruined my childhood a little bit. We ruined some childhoods.
Dude.
Oh yeah, like if you dig into my YouTube history, man, you'll see all the conspiracy. I mean, I go anything from the UFOs to Bigfoot to skinwalkers.
Yeah.
I mean, I got all kinds.
All that MK Ultra, fucking everything.
I go deep in that rabbit hole.
Operation Paperclip, all the operations that they've had, the CIA had, like, it's weird. Sometimes I get nervous talking about it, but you know, it's entertaining. It's entertaining, dude.
It's out there already. They ain't worried about some couple stoners talking about it on a podcast
that you know of.
Yeah,
but then when your audience is pretty big, then they might do some shit.
That's true.
Let's switch the subject to some more peaceful stuff. So
no, we good. I love it.
What would you say is your favorite weed ritual? Like, how do you get ready to smoke? Is there something to where what do you like to do when you smoke?
Rituals. I mean, it's just like a regular thing for me. This is just like part of my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that like I sit down and I prep for. It's just something that I do. It's like drinking water.
I feel that.
My favorite way to consume is I like blunts. I like rolling up blunts and just puffing on them. I take dabs every now and then. I'm not a hater of dabs. On my stream, I have channel points to redeem where you can make me hit certain different pieces. I mean, I don't know if you can see behind me, but I got like a bunch of rigs in that display. I got a shitload of rigs under my table. Like, I like glass, but after having a bunch of pieces break, especially very valuable pieces, I just don't really like to fuck with glass as much. So rolling it up is just my favorite, most convenient, and cheapest.
Yep, always got my papers on hand.
Yep.
Wraps. I mean, I still have
that's what I'm saying, dude.
What?
Yo, Umos, thank you for the sub, baby. Thank you. And thank you, Jode, for the follow, dude. Sorry. Shouting out the Twitch fam.
Follow our boy on Twitch. What was the
highest host on Twitch, baby.
We got the raw ashtray as well from our Instagram on there.
Hell yeah, dude. So I mean, I've just always wanted to. I just always knew I was gonna do something with cannabis, and I always knew I was gonna be some type of entertainment. And I've just followed my passion, dude. I've had a lot of obstacles. You know what I'm saying? We all, as everyone does in life, we all have shit that we deal with, maybe personal, maybe family, maybe relationships, maybe just haters, dude, just blocking your way. But you always gotta get to your destination. So.
For sure.
I just don't stop, dude. I just keep pushing. I gotta get to that destination.
I gotta say, I fucking love your energy too, dude. Always super fucking positive. Like, always got that high energy. It's awesome.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I always just, put out what I was taught. Like, your vibe attracts your tribe. That energy you put out is gonna be that same energy you attract. If you're negative and always hating, like, you're gonna be surrounded by a bunch of haters because that's who you attract. So I just try to fucking live life, dog.
Hell yeah, man. So moving forward with like the future of the cannabis industry, there's more and more states starting to legalize for recreational, a lot of them, most of the states are almost all fucking legal for medical or decriminalized in some form. So what do you think it's going to look like for the future of cannabis moving forward? Do you think it's going to go like more like the cigarette route, or we're going to keep like dispos? Do you think there's going to be a lot of change if the feds push for the legalization?
I think we need to first of all, that needs to be descheduled off the federal federal fucking schedule system. And once that happens, I feel like it might be more like the alcohol business, because you will have you know, with alcohol, you could go to a Bevmo and you could get like a $2 box of wine, or you could get like a $2,000 bottle of water. There's going to be an audience for everybody. Someone's going to buy that shit. So I feel like with cannabis, it's the same shit. Like you're going to have your budget smokers, the people that want to get a lot for a little. They don't just want to smoke. Right. You're going to get those dudes that want like that fine, you know, craft cultivated, one room, one table, exclusive cultivar, like a super cross strain that like some award-winning breeder has made, and there's only a limited drop, and it's like, you know, special soil and special lighting, and people are going to want to drop a lot for that. So I feel like with brand and marketing and business is going to be more like alcohol than tobacco.
I feel
personally.
Yeah, for sure.
I could see that more, you know, how they have the liquor stores and all that. I can see the more, you know, the dispensaries are
and like
towards that, you know.
And those cigar shops, like Dispos will be around. I'm sure there'll be consumption lounges where you could go and like chill out and buy, like, you know, there'll be certain stores that have exclusive contracts with certain growers and certain companies. Like you'll have your federal brands, you know what I'm saying, that you can find all across the country. You'll have your fucking, like the Anheuser-Busch's, like fucking whatever. But then you'll have those certain like IPA, you know how beer is right now. Like there's certain breweries that are in certain towns that only make a certain amount of beer for their whole fucking, their restaurant. And people go and travel just to try their fucking beer. Right. So it's going to be like that. I'm sure farms are going to have tasting rooms, like wine fucking, like vineyards do. I'm sure it's going to be a whole new business soon. It's a whole new industry.
I'm definitely looking forward to smoking lounges. I think that would be kind of cool, you know? I mean, it's not
we're all going to get vaccinated.
Huh?
After we all get vaccinated.
Once we get all normal and all that stuff. I'm looking forward to all normalcy, you know?
Yeah, I'm just going to theme parks, dude.
I want to go to movie theaters. I mean, they're starting to open back up, but I'm still real hesitant to
see, it was shitty too, because we right as like the COVID shit started happening, like and everywhere started closing down, we actually traveled out to Cali to go to Disneyland, and it was like the day we got there, they're like, nah, everything's fucking closed. And we were just like, dude, that was so
I remember.
So then we had to just sit inside for like the whole week we were out there.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to Spain that week, dude, for Cannabis, and then I had a whole European trip, but
canceled.
I had to cancel all that shit.
Yeah, I remember work got real slow for me. Freaking, I ended up having to switch jobs because of all of that too.
Mm-hmm. Crazy time.
I believe it, dude. I had to adjust and adapt too, dog. I was doing events. Yeah. Like I was doing a bunch of events every weekend. I was doing an event, and then I had to stop that shit. So, you know, I had an alcohol. I dropped alcohol.
Yeah, I seen
99% alcohol, isopropyl alcohol for all my glass heads and hash makers. And I you know, created masks. I started streaming on Twitch, dude. I started collabing with more fucking brands, and I started like trying to figure out what I can do to keep my bills paid, because the bills don't stop.
For sure, man. I feel like for sure the quarantine definitely brought out the side hustle and like everybody, man.
Yeah.
DoorDash has increased, Uber Eats, all that.
Well, even just this, like we got shut down. We didn't have shit to do because we were planning like a bunch of events and shit to do.
What's up, everybody?
But you know, because quarantine and shit, everything got shut down. Everything's still shut down. So got crafty and shit. Came up with the podcast. Started doing like more videos and stuff like that. Reaching out to fucking dope ass guests like yourself, you know.
That's right, dude. That's what we had to do. I started podcasting more. It's all about content, dude. Content.
You gonna bust some of that out? Some of the dabs over there?
Yeah.
I've been looking at it for a minute.
Use your words, sir.
Huh?
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Well, that's why I said
that. Dude.
Oh,
dab hits it.
Boom. There you go, sir. Torch it up.
I can even get this bad boy open now. Come on, now we got dead air. Continue on.
All right. Back on it. So, excuse me. So with all the canceled events and shit, do you think that anytime in the future we're going to be able to go back to having events and shit? Or if we do you think there's going to be any kind of changes or anything like that?
Hell yeah, there'll be changes. There'll probably be no public fucking tasting. You can't try the samples. There'll probably be a whole bunch of weird shit, dude.
Just go there.
But people are probably gonna be weird on passing and
Yeah.
sharing their joints and blunts with strangers. I stopped doing that a couple years ago, but I feel like that whole vibe of just rolling a big ass joint and passing it with strangers
Right.
is probably not gonna be a thing anymore.
For sure.
Hitting the same rig that 1,000 people hit, probably not gonna be the same thing anymore.
No, I feel it, man.
Music performances with hundreds of people, probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, I fucking miss concerts and shit too, for sure.
Yes, for sure. For sure, miss the concerts. Like I said, movie theaters before.
Can't do shit now.
No, you can't.
It's slowly happening. It's slowly happening, dude. I'll be the first. I'm working on shit. 420's coming up. Like, what
I
are we
know.
gonna do?
Yeah, so speaking of 420, what's your plans for that?
There's a couple projects that I'm working on. I'm sure they'll be announced soon.
Right.
But yeah, there's a couple things. I mean, I know a couple states that are trying to do something, and then I know virtually there's gonna be a couple things happening.
Yeah, I think we've been looking more at the virtually stuff for 420. Hopefully, get something going then.
Yeah,
exactly.
Some kind of like group sesh or something like that, and get a couple people on.
Another big question I think we like to ask a lot of our guests is, what's your funniest stoner moment?
Oh, dude. I don't even remember, dog. Like, what would be? Every day's a funny stoner moment, dude. The funniest?
Yeah. There's one that like stands out above the rest.
See, it's not like to me, it's just every day. It's just like a lifestyle. It's not like a certain stoner moment. I mean, I've had a lot of those forgetful moments or those, but like the funniest moment, dude. I'd have to fucking really think about that.
Or the recent funny moment.
I mean, every day on my Twitch stream, there's fucking funny moments. I be busting up into tears. I think watching the Disney conspiracies fucking anal bead of Cinderella's mice was fucking a hilarious ass moment. That happened last night, dude. And just the visuals of it and watching it was fucking hysterical, dog.
Hell yeah.
Like, I don't know if I have I'd have to think of like my teenage years of a crazy funny moment to feel like a stoner moment.
Right.
But I mean, like, every day is just like a fun moment, dude. But yeah, yesterday Cinderella's fucking conspiracy Disney anal bead image was my funny one, dude. That's the most recent I can think of right now.
Nice.
I hope that counts. I hope that's a good answer.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I feel like I gotta really think about that one.
Honestly, I think that's one of the best ones that we've heard, because you don't just have this one particular time you think of. You're like, man, all the times are great. Like, my life's great. I'm laughing every time. Like, I honestly, like, that was one of the wholesome best,
Yeah, dude, that was probably one of the best fucking responses.
Yeah, look, I got my Twitch chat talking about the beads last night. That was fucking hilarious. Like, that shit just stood out. I remember I was brought to tears because of this. If you've never seen it, dude, look, there's a part where the mice in Cinderella are getting the beads on the dress, but he's using the tail. The mice are using the tail of one of the dudes to put the beads on. And if you watch it, it looks like fucking he's pulling anal beads out of his fucking ass, dude. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? And their faces, like the animators knew what the fuck they were doing. 100%.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They did that.
Like, motherfuckers.
But like the faces of the mice were just like, one was in pain and one was enjoying it. One was like, oh, and the other one was like, he. It was the best, bro. Oh my god, it was so good. I gotta pull that.
So stoner boner moments you're talking about before, you've obviously accomplished a lot of them, right? You got all kinds of stuff. So what's the next thing, man? Is there something bigger, badder that you like, oh man, now that I've done this, I got to do that. Like, I don't know, smoking out.
Yeah, we every day we set dreams. Every day we set goals. What do you mean? We don't just stop.
I know, we always next one, man.
We always want more. I mean, I've always wanted to have like a syndicated show on like a network
Fuck yeah.
of the shit I do, kind of like a late night type style interview, get high
Oh, hell
show.
yeah.
So that would be like an amazing stoner boner moment, actually having that on a national big scale. I have the podcast and I have like these YouTube shows I do, but
Yeah.
to actually be on like a network,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
on
No, I feel
TV,
you.
or like, you know, to be picked up by like a Netflix or Amazon or a Hulu or some shit, like
And I can definitely see
for
something like
cannabis
that happening.
content. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That
for
would be,
sure.
yeah. Or getting high with Howard Stern.
Yes.
That would be a stoner burner moment too.
Yes.
That's good. That's good, dude. I like those answers.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, yeah, I don't want to keep you too much longer, Adam. But before we let you go, is there anything that you want to say to the fans watching? Any words of wisdom, anything like that?
Yeah. Just fucking make sure there's always THC in your system and don't fucking stress on bullshit, dude.
Fuck yeah.
And look, listen, it's simple. Don't burn bridges, regardless of what happens, because you never know when you gotta cross those bridges, dude.
Right.
And don't stress on bullshit, dog, because it's not that important. It's not that important, dude. Don't stress on bullshit, dude. But listen, if y'all want more, just go to adamill.com. Adamill.com is my website. Links for everything I have is up there. You can see all my socials. You can see all my products. It's pretty simple. I don't have it all fucking thorough and in depth. It's just like easy click links and it'll take you wherever you need to go. And I appreciate y'all for having me on, dude. Thank you. It was an honor. I hope we learned a lot. I hope we had a great time. I hope you guys are high.
Well, definitely gonna get a little bit more high too before I'm done.
I got dabs too, dude. I got this tray right here.
Fuck yeah, let's take a dab.
I got like this tray of flavors right here, dude.
Get that lit up.
Came in stocked.
If I could just reach through
Haven't smoked that many of them. Yeah, here, take them.
Yeah,
Please, I'm not smoking them all. Dude.
Where's that?
Giving them away. No, but thanks for having me, for real. I really appreciate it, dude. Usually I'm the one doing the interview, so it feels good to get interviewed.
Yeah,
To be the interviewee.
Anytime you want to work with us again, we're open and available, man.
Yeah, dude,
you know?
always down to work again. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come on here and shit, man.
Yeah, no worries, dude. You're good. Just hit me up. I appreciate you guys.
On Sundays with you too.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, every day on Twitch, dude. Why just Sundays?
Because I love the conspiracy stuff, man. But I'm gonna start tuning in every day.
I'll see you Sunday, dude. I'll see you next week.
All right, man.
Have a good one.
Peace.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.